maybe trying to hit it wasn't the best idea. My father owns a small delivery service that operates out of Farmington, New Mexico. We mostly deliver small packages out to the middle of nowhere that are too much of a hassle for the larger delivery companies to bother with. My dad is the only employee, and we have a few pickup trucks and a trailer. One day, we get a delivery out to Window Rock, Arizona, on the Navajo reservation, about 2 hours from Farmington. My dad gets the call for the job while he's chilling with his Navajo friend, Travis, and his girlfriend. Travis mentions how he's got family in Window Rock that he hasn't seen in ages and suggests they go with him. I was about 6 or 7 at the time, and it was the summertime, so Dad decides we'll go down together. He can do his delivery really quick. Then while Travis sees his family, we can go check out Window Rock. Big rock face with a large hole in it, goes to the other side, pretty cool. We had to convoy in separate trucks, since my dad's was loaded down with freight. We decided to bring along some walkie-talkies so we could communicate with one another. So we spend our time in Window Rock. Everything is generally uneventful. And we start heading home along the old highway with my dad and I in the front and Travis and his girlfriend in the truck behind us. I honestly don't remember most of the Window Rock trip, but this next part I'll never forget. We're somewhere on the highway between Window Rock and Gallup, New Mexico. It had just rained earlier in the day and the road was kind of slick, so we were taking it pretty slow. On the left of the highway, there was nothing but sandstone cliffs, and on the right is a huge field separated from the road by a small barbed wired fence. We crest the top of this hill, and down at the bottom of the hill, we see what appears to be a very large dog, sitting back on its haunches in the middle of the road facing the cliffs. My dad calls over the radio, "Hey Trav, do you see that big ass dog?" Travis starts yelling back over the radio, "That is not a dog, speed up right now and hit it." He sounds almost hysterical. He just keeps screaming, "Hit it, JJ, you have to hit it, please. Please hit that fucking thing right now." So my dad starts to speed up, and we get a bit closer. I can begin to see a little bit more clearly. It's covered in this brown, wiry, matted hair that appears to have dried blood all over it. It's still facing the cliffs, but the moment our headlights hit it, it turns and looks at us. And it has a face. I don't know how else to describe it other than a mix between a bear's and a human's face. It looks twisted and distorted, and almost in pain. As we get closer to this thing, we start to realize it's actually pretty fucking huge. Though it was still sitting on its haunches, it's about shoulder height with the hood of the truck. We literally got inches from hitting it when it lets out this scream that sounds like someone screaming as their lungs were filling with water. And it leaps backwards towards the field, landing just on our side of the barbed wired fence. Then, with another leap, it was gone from our sight. Travis is coming over the radio again. "Holy shit, keep driving. We have to get out of here. We have to go faster." He kept repeating the last part. "We have to get out of here. We have to go faster." Pretty soon we are speeding like crazy, and just as we start to come over near the outskirts of Gallup, we get pulled over. Travis pulls the truck over with us. Naturally, this makes the cop, a Navajo man himself, very on edge, and he immediately asks why Travis felt the need to pull over as well. Travis says, "We just saw a skinwalker a few miles back, and it's been following us." The officer immediately turns white, stammers something about a verbal warning, gets in his car, and takes off. We do the same. We didn't see anything else that night, but when we got home, Travis refused to let us leave without taking some kind of Navajo totem thing that was supposed to keep it away. And it must have worked because we haven't had any problems ever since.